Hi, I'm Dr. Brigit Tronrud. I'm the Collections Management Specialist of the Natural History Collections and the Manitoba Museum. I work with absolutely everything in the collections, so I've become pretty familiar with all different kinds of specimen nature, which is a term that we use to describe the basic form that a specimen takes. And one distinction about specimen nature that I wanted to share with you today is to do with taxidermy. So when we think of taxidermy, I think we all imagine this sort of object, but this is called a mount. And taxidermy can also take the form of something called a study skin. There are a couple of similarities and differences between mounts and study skins. The similarity is that their insides have been taken out and replaced with some sort of stuffing. So I wasn't around when this guy was made, so I don't know for certain what it's like inside of him. But usually taxidermy mounts have some sort of internal structure and then a kind of stuffing to fill out the rest of the skin. And I actually made 2 of these study skins, so I know for certain that this guy has a wooden dowel, cotton batting, and some of his bones are actually still left inside him, like his feet, his wings, and his skull. One of the major differences between mounts and study skins, though, is just the way that they look. So this golden pheasant here is posed in a much more realistic way, and it helps us imagine what the animal looks like when it's alive. The study skins, on the other hand, are in repose. Their wings are tucked back, they're in kind of an unnatural position, and they're not meant to replicate any sort of real-life behavior of the bird. It's just more efficient to store birds this way. You can see how many study skins take up the same amount of space that one mount would in the same kind of drawer. So researchers actually use study skins a lot more than they do mounts. They're able to compare different external characteristics like plumage, and they can also take samples from the birds, like from the feathers, the skin, or the bones, and use those samples in research, like with isotope analyses. So this is just what I've pulled out today. Obviously, taxidermy mounts and study skins don't just have to be birds. There are also a lot of mammals, but can also be reptiles and fish as well. Mounts and study skins are also not the only kind of specimen nature. You can read about more different kinds of specimen natures in my blog post on the Manitoba Museum website, and also spot some different kinds of specimen natures when you next do your gallery visit.